Hello. Welcome back to more. Oh, fuck, I already forgot where the ones are. It's in the VA, right? It's like Va-11. It's ruined. Never mind. Get me out. Get me out. I ruined it. It's soiled. Soiled it. Soiled it. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing else new, so let's go to work. It's time to go to work. Good evening. Ah, hey Jill. How are you feeling? Won't say good, but not that bad, I guess. That's nice to hear. Where's Gil? Did he run away again? Nah, I have him on errand duty, buying drinks for tomorrow. That sounds weird coming from the owner of a bar. Every drink from here would come out of our own funds. So if we're gonna spend money, we might as well get more variety. Can't argue with that. Besides, those kinds of walks are always good for Gil. I agree with the boss. Who's coming so far? Well, there's the three of us, the dogs. You invited Titty Hacker, Gil invited Jamie. Oh yeah, I also invited Dorothy and I called her to spend the night with you. Or when I called her to spend the night with you. Sounds good so far. Invite anyone else you feel like inviting. The more the merrier. I could, but I bet everyone's made plans by this point. That's true. I'll be in my office. Call me should anything arise. Alright. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Wait, here, I'll check inside. Welcome to Valhalla. Fuck. I can only change the pitch of my voice so much. I might just have to start reusing voices. Oh, I got an idea. Oh, a BTC bar. Excuse me, do you know where the Athena Convention Center is? Why does that place make people get lost so easily? They should have called it the Minotaur Center. Hold on, let me scribble the directions on the paper. Let me scribble on the paper. Thanks. Go to the right, I see a building filled with hobos. That should be it. Thanks a lot. Anything else I can help you with? What the hell? I'll have a drink. What about you? A Brantini, please. Alright. Willem freaks me out. Oh, I guess she is very silent for now. I'll say very silent for Ludlum, but we've only met like 3? Here you are. Thanks. That's an interesting outfit in this cold season, miss. Well, I'm actually cosplaying, so call me Vela for the time being. And your Lilum friend is... Essentia. Ah, I get it. You're cosplaying too? Sure, let's go with that. Have you heard of a game called... Have you heard of a game called Yick Bartender? That cult classic game that has seen like 3 remastered versions made by 6 different companies this year? Yeah, it's true. Very true. Cult classic. That one? We're in a cosplay group dedicated to it, and we got lost on the way. Or were you talking to someone outside? Oh yeah, a friend is cosplaying Alex. I told him to wait outside. Shouldn't he enter? He'll be fine. Something amiss? There's a girl behind you. Short hair, black sailor uniform, missing an arm. Wearing jeans under a skirt. Now, don't spook the bartender. Spook? Ahem. Anything else? I'll get a fluffy dream and be on my way. And you? I'm fine. Have you ever heard of a little game called Yik? The cult classic with three remasters. Oh man. Oh man, Yik is a funny game, man. Here. Yep, this is the thing. Seriously though, should you leave your friend outside like that? He'll be fine. He started chatting with one of the vending machines. They were talking about R&B music. Does your friend prefer the 1980s R&B or the 1970s? 1980s, I think. Oh shit. Boss! DD! R&B! I'm coming! You see, DD is a 1970s purist. He has tased people for even liking 1980s R&B before. He got tased! Oh, man. Oh, God. He'll be fine. Vending machines have very weak tasers. He'll be confused for a couple of minutes, but that will be that. You should go check on him, though. Right. Thanks again for the directions. Please come again. At least it wasn't Franco-Belgian comic opinions this time. I like sailor uniform. I hope I'm just overthinking it. More importantly, though, jeans under a skirt? Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hey, Dorothy. Oh. That was interesting. Oh, hi, honey. Are you okay? I just kind of wandered in here. I guess I'm a bit distracted. Can Lilum just wander? Can I get you something? Oh, a sugar rush. Yeah, that. Alright. Bertha seems down. She asked for a sugar rush, but she hasn't told me about a drink that cheers her up. A drink that might cheer her up, huh? Oh shit, there's a lot of dialogue in this game, so it's hard for me to remember, like, every single tidbit. Yeah, no, I don't know. Could be a lot of things, really. Alright, we'll just make the sugar rush. One sugar rush. Thanks. Hey, this has no alcohol. I got a reaction out of you, didn't I? Oh. So much silence. By the way, thanks for staying with me the other day. Turns out I really needed that. So did you enjoy the soda? Oh, did you find that one out? Was it supposed to be a secret? No, but don't go around telling everyone about that. I did it because it was you who needed my help, but a hug night is usually one of my most expensive services. It is? Hey, I don't know if the client has body odor or something like that. Not to mention its limits. Excuse me. Not to mention it limits the chances of getting any other client that night. Still, did it help? Yeah, it helped me cool down a lot. So, from what Dana told me, someone close to you died, right? Yeah. Do you want to know more about it? Do you want to tell me about it? I brought it up enough times already, I think. No problem then. You were sad and that's all I needed to know. Sorry for the loss though, I mean it. Thank you. Although, I've wondered for a while, do you, Lilum, really understand death? Sorta, kinda. Our whole database is constantly being backed up in the collective source. Even if our bodies are destroyed, we can be deployed again with our personalities and memories intact. So our concept of mortality might be different. We do have a fear of death, however, though. You do? We can't begin to understand the idea of not being redeployed. While we have built-in warnings, the mere idea of that nothingness is paralyzing. There are a few that don't mind it, but we do fear death, and we don't wish it on anyone. In fact, that was the argument used for abolishing the whole 3 laws thing. You seem quite knowledgeable about robot history. Seeing what others have done to make sure I can live like I do helps me not take things for granted. Seriously though, those laws are bullshit. Can't harm humans, can't disobey humans unless it's about hurting them. And you can't protect yourself as long as it doesn't harm humans. I mean, sure, the first AIs were just helpers and tools. But how could those laws still apply to them after they achieved self-awareness? Who in their right mind would abide only by rules described in some old book? If I remember correctly, those were only the distilled versions of the law, as some writer imagined over 100 years ago. They were a reduced version of all his ideas. However, many authors afterwards took to them like they were the very laws of physics or something. You know, I wonder who came up with that, like the robot code where, like, you know, they shall not harm humans, etc. I wonder who came up with that idea. I don't know. Like many other things, people distill and exaggerate what they need and use it for their favor. Use it to their favor. Wow, you're a nerd. Look who's talking. Well, let's change the subject a bit, though. It's getting gloomy. Your apartment's very comfy, you know. Yeah, it's small, though. Sorry about that. And your cat is so cute. What was his name again? 4. Why 4? I figured if you ever got lost, at least I wanted to be able to yell, 4! It happened once. You'd be surprised how many golf players you'd run into. And every time you play with them, you can say it's it's foreplay. You're so funny. Yeah. He was also named after someone. Really? Who? A little kid that wanted to transcend. What? A movie character or something? Sure, let's go with that. Do you want anything else? Let's go with the Blue Fairy. Alright. Here. Why do they call it a Blue Fairy? It's because of Pinocchio? I believe the name is based off absinthe, which some call the Green Fairy. The first versions of the drink were described as sweetener absinthe, or sweeter absinthe. Sadly, they had to fix the formula because people were turning green. Not blue? Bluish green. You seem to have cheered up a bit there. Yeah, talking to you always helps me get my mind off things. Hey, there's something I've wondered for a while now. What? What kind of friends do you have? I mean, are they in your same line of work, or... friends, aside from you? Thank you. Well, there's Lawrence. That vending machine is a lot of fun to be with. Once you get past his quirkiness, that is. I've also met lots of nice people working in the streets. From the top of my head, I could think about... Nightingale, another Lilim who changed himself to have fur and a more wolf-like face. He's also a pretty good pianist. He plays in a jazz band on the weekends. There's also Nadira, a drag queen and the owner of a club I've been invited to a few times. She has an animal shelter on the side. I help her with it occasionally. Oh, there's also Sister Clementine. Clementine? Well, I think both can work. Clementine, a nun from an orphanage. I go there sometimes and play with the kids. Well, that's something I didn't expect to hear. I also almost got adopted once. I was flattered, but it was weird. Oh, and it turns out I already knew your boss. Some years ago, What? And I said too much client confidentiality and all that. Fuck. I want to know more. Well, enough tangents. Why were you gloomy in the first place? Gloomy? When you came in, I don't know if gloomy is the right word, but you were pretty quiet at the very least. And knowing how you normally are, it was pretty weird. Oh, don't worry about that. Just had one too many things going on in my mind. It wasn't gloomy or anything. More like distracted, really. Well, I think I'll go now. Thanks for lending me an ear, honey. My boss told you about the party tomorrow, right? Yeah, I wouldn't dare to miss that. Okay, then. Alright, then. See you tomorrow. Good luck. Thanks. And that's that. I'll also be taking my break. Alright. What is Dorothy's connection to the random ghost girl that Jill keeps getting haunted by? What's Jill's connection to her? I keep reading her name. Was it It's not Alma. Alma's... Is it Arma? Arna? Anna? I don't remember. There's a lot of characters to keep track of, man. Okay, I'm bad at remembering names. It is what it is. I need to remember to buy more cigars. It almost said cigarettes, but she said cigars. Wait. She says cigars, but it looks like Jill smokes cigarettes. It's the future. I don't know. It's the future. It's the future. Back. Did I miss something? Unless you count the worst PPV main event fight I've seen all year? Not really, no. Alright. Going out? I'll have a word with Gogo outside. He was so hyped for that match. He must be devastated. Okay. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hi, Say. Good evening, Jill. How are you doing? The nightmares have stopped, so I'm sleeping better. How about your injuries? My bones are healing nicely. My wounds finally closed. The scars itch a bit, though. Well, that's good to hear. Are you by yourself today? Yeah, I'm running a couple of errands by myself today, but I wanted to come here for a while. I also noticed the big guy from last time was outside. Buster? Stella doesn't want me being alone while I'm still healing, so she suggested taking him with me. Ah, I see. What can I get you? Something cold. Sure. You know, technically speaking, right? All of these drinks would be cold because, well, actually, I don't know. I mean, they'd be like cold, they just wouldn't be like ice cold. You dig? But whatever, man. Maybe a Moonblast? Yeah, let's do a Moonblast. 4, 5, 6, 1, 1, 1, 2. Let's give her something like sweet, happy, right? I think you'll like this one. Really? It's so sweet of you. Thanks. So, Stella isn't with you today? Yeah, she's throwing a mega Christmas party tomorrow. I was having a meeting today. I'm just helping her by checking on some of the things she ordered. Here I was all ready to invite you to the party we're throwing tomorrow. You're throwing a party too? Sorry about that. Can't really say no to Stella. Maybe next time? If there is a next time at all. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. Oh, I want you to know that I want you to have a good time. Have fun. Drink a couple of beers in our honor. I will then. What are Stella's Christmas parties like? They're really big. There's lots of food and drinks and music. Sometimes there's too much food though. So at the end of the party, she lets the staff take home whatever's left. She also buys toys for all the children of her staff members. Really? She says something about taxes or whatever, but during the whole thing, she just shines. She carries a beaming smile that I don't see any other day of the year. Many of the kids have even started calling her Auntie Ella. Stella always does her best to put up a tough girl facade, but she's very much in touch with her inner child. Christmas, Easter, Halloween, name a party and she most likely celebrates it big. Interesting. Do you like parties, Jill? I don't mind them. They're a good place to see people. I don't want to actively look for parties to attend to, though. I just don't mind going to them. Ah, I see. I only go to parties that Stella is attending because otherwise I just stand there without anything to say. That and I'm not one to wear dresses, you know. You're not? I'm a tad too ripped. They don't look cute on me. You do have some very defined muscles from what I can see. Just like your shoulder, the bicep, tricep. The lats, not so much. But, you know, we work on those, right? But, I mean, maybe I can't see it from the back, right? But I assume that, like, if you work out your lats, then they would still be, like, a bit puffy. Like, a bit big. Just not, like, super crazy roided out big, obviously. But they'd still be, like, a bit big, right? Right? Am I wrong? I mean, I'm wrong. Although with all this healing I have to do, I won't be as fit for a while. They're too, greasy, too. I feel like I'm wearing nothing. I bet you look good at dress, Jill. It's been years since I last wore one. I wouldn't know. Last time I wore one, I remember worrying my arms were too thin or something like that. We have a complex, huh? I mean, even Stella has her own. That's hard to imagine. Oh, but she does have one. She just stresses a lot about her butt size. Really? She's not that small. I think I'm smaller than her, in fact. Actually, it's the opposite. The opposite kind of complex, I mean. She's a bit self-conscious about having a big chest. Really? Yeah, I've seen bigger chests than hers, to be honest. Although I guess comparisons are useless here. They rarely help with complexes. Oh, she does go the extra mile to hide it. In fact, I have no idea how she does it. I mean, I've seen her before and after. She tucks them away, but I guess I never cared enough to ask for the specifics. That's also why when she goes out, she styles her hair in those, drills? They look a bit drilly, don't they? She styles her hair like that to help divert attention away from her chest. She seems affluent enough. Why not go through a reduction surgery? Because she also kind of likes having that size. She takes her bust size after her mom, and Miss Carmine is quite proud of her chest. Puffing at your chest is a sign of confidence, and a bigger chest means more confidence to show. She says something along those lines a lot. Stella has quite the admiration for her mom, so I guess breast reduction would feel like betraying her. I'm making it sound like she's hiding Jacobs or something. I guess a taller or thicker person her size would be normal. She's just a bit shorter and thinner than the norm. Do you get self-conscious about your bust size, Jill? Not really. I've been more self-conscious about my height. Although it usually comes up whenever not being average height hinders me somehow. What about you? Yes and no. It's not my bust size, but rather that I look too manly sometimes. And I can't help but wonder if bigger boobs would help with that. You're fine, don't worry. Thank you. Can I get you anything else? You have something non-alcoholic? I do, give me a sec. Sparkle Star? I guess we just do any of the optional. Here. Thanks. You're not one to drink that much alcohol, are you? Hey, it makes me feel sleepy, or at the very least makes my legs go numb. It's an annoying feeling, to be honest. It makes me wonder what's so good about getting drunk. I mean, I'm not above it, but it's not exactly a pleasant feeling. You feel like you're sleepy even when you're not. Your legs go numb, everything starts sounding funnier than it really is. What's so good about not being able to control yourself? That's a good question, actually. Usually people like feeling numb because the numbness helps them forget their problems. Even if we don't talk about alcohol, there's a portion of people that can't afford food, or who are suffering from some pain that only alleviates when drunk or high. Doesn't sound really logical on paper, but then again, humans are rarely, if ever, logical creatures. True, but I think, at least how I see it, I don't drink alcohol because it's not something that's, like, interesting. It's not something that I'd be ever interested in, but people that do drink it and, like, drink a lot of it, I think for some people, they probably just like the taste, and for others, maybe just like the feeling of like relief, you know, because like as you're getting, you know, I don't, like I said, I don't know, but I assume as you get drunk, you kind of just like, you just feel less stressed, you know. I guess for some people, maybe more stressed, but you know, basically you release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin, but literally, you know. Despair and pain cloud your judgment and make you do stupid things sometimes. Yeah, I've seen that firsthand. This world has an ugly side nobody deserves to be a part of. There's also a matter of addiction, you know? You start just liking the drink, but then you need more of it, and before you know it, you're hooked. Oh yeah, that too. So tell me, what kind of party are you guys throwing? Nothing fancy. It'll just be me, Boss, Gil, and a couple of regulars. They'll bring food, we'll chat for a while, and that's it. Oh man, that sounds so good. At least better than the whole planning madness Stella's throwing right now. If you ever throw something like that again, you let me know, you hear? Sure. Hey, say. Yeah? What do you plan on doing now? I'm gonna check one last errand before going home. No, I mean, what do you plan on doing now with the White Knights disbanded on all that? To be honest, I don't know. I never prepared a plan B because I figured if you can go with a plan B, why not just make it with why not just make it the plan A? I'm not the brightest person, so I never graduated from college or even high school. I could go for a position with the police, but it wouldn't be as thrilling. And I'm tired of blatant corruption, sick of it. Oh. But I'm alive. So I learned something after that hell in Apollo Trust. Life is not something that you can just throw away easily. Flying my way out of that place made me realize just how much I want to be alive. The body count left in that bank was ridiculous, but I'm still here. I don't know what I'll do, but I'm alive. I'll figure it out sooner or later. That's nice to know. Well, I gotta go. Bye, Jill. Good luck with the party. Please come again. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hi, Mr. Detective. Ah, hey there, girl. Give me a strong drink, won't you? Alright. Something strong, something manly. Something strong, something manly. Maybe a gut punch? Yeah, let's do a gut punch. Here you go. Yes, this'll do. So what brought you here? Nothing special. I was just working on a case and I happened to be in the area. What kind of work? Tracking someone, a gun for hire. I don't remember the voice I did for art, I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm winging it. What about the girl, Crimson something? I'm tracking that girl. Did you just get out of that job? I did, but the guy offered a huge amount of money, and well, I just couldn't refuse again. Well, it's your life, not mine. I wonder though, there has to be more to that whole thing than just acting as a middleman to look for some murderer. Say, how safe is this place? We're protected by the BTC property laws, and the walls are soundproof. And I really couldn't give less of a shit about selling info to anyone. Okay, wait, soundproof walls? Why? Did you see those vending machines outside? They're quite talkative, the bastards. It'd be annoying without those walls. Alright then. Have you heard of Lord Lance Lavender? Nope. He's some big name from... Kanyavania? Kanyavania? What? Kanyavania? Kanyavania. Kanyavania? 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 Whatever, Kanyavania. His blood apparently has some weird reaction to Glitch City's nanomachines. Once in contact with the air, it does nothing. But if still fresh and touching someone's blood, the nanomachines will initiate a reaction. Essentially, they'll just eat through the other person's body until there's nothing left. They're using him as a guinea pig to see what causes that reaction, if it can be used to fight the nanomachine rejection. Well, it turns out the Crimson Rose is his daughter. She left years ago to earn her living here, and he hasn't seen her ever since. You could be lying, you know. I doubt it. I did my research. She really is his daughter. Why didn't you figure that out earlier? I had no clue who was making the contract, and tracking all the messages to the source would have been too costly. Knowing who the sender was made things easier. I see. Can I get you anything else? What about a cobalt velvet? Okay. Mr. Lance Lavender. Here you are. Oh, you actually did it. Were you expecting me to mess up so you didn't have to pay? No. So what made you accept the contract anyway, keeping in mind all the risks you told me last time? He told me he wanted to see her again, one last time, or at the very least deliver her a message. He could have been lying. Yes, people lie. You made your point. Even then, I felt like I couldn't say no. I mean, I know what it's like not to be... I know it's like not being able to find your daughter. What it's like to be apart from her, not knowing what she's doing, or even if she's alright. You do? I have a daughter. She's about your age. When she was a teen, we had a big fight and she ran away from home. At first, I just waited for her to show up, but then I started getting worried and went out to find her. I couldn't find any trace of her. Nobody has seen her. Soon I was worried if something might have happened to her. I guess that's how my tracking skills and list of contacts began to grow. I finally found her, taking cover in some dumpster, unconscious from starvation. So yeah, I couldn't just say no to his request of finding his daughter. But I don't expect you to understand. So how's the search going? I'm very close to finding her. That girl's pretty good at covering her tracks. Compared to her from before the bank incident though, she seems slower somehow. Either she's let her guard down, or something else is happening. What will you do when you find her? I have this letter I'm supposed to deliver to her. I don't know what it says, and I don't want to find out. What if she tries to kill you? I might not look like it, but I can take care of myself, bartender. You don't stay so long in this business without picking up a couple of tricks. Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, I better go back to work before her trail goes cold. Please come again. Are you done? Yeah. Okay then, I want you here tomorrow at 8 p.m. No working beforehand. The bar will be closed tomorrow. Come dress in your absolute best. We're having a party after all. Alright. Where's Gil, by the way? He stored all of our things in his home because of how close it was to the stores. So I told him to go home already. Bring the stuff tomorrow. I see. We'll see you tomorrow, boss. Hold on, wait a bit, and I'll go with you. Oh, sure, thanks. So I'm guessing that, I mean, it seems like the game is hinting that Dana is potentially who I guess it could be coincidence. Merry Mega Christmas! Let's celebrate Santa's resurrection as the Mega Santa that saved Christmas from the Redmonds. A party then. I'll bring you the leftovers. Merry Mega Christmas! Mega Christmas is here. I'm way too used to Christmas, but the mega tradition here in Glitch City is mega comfy. I know it's an incredibly absurd name, and the holiday isn't any less crazy due to its origin, but I find it amazing how GC managed to replace the original festivities. Some places celebrate Christmas eating fried chicken, but here they outright change the holiday. Well, it's not that different considering they have the same dates, but still pretty cool. Whoops, I gotta go. Time to sign some books. Was it Mega Christmas or Mega Christmas? Don't know, don't care. Will receiving mysterious messages update 2. Messages have suddenly stopped and everything is normal again. Still, we can't stop wondering what's the deal. Was it a prankster or someone who just discovered how to subvert public communication channels in Lilum? Either way, some reports indicate that Lilum behavior has been rather unusual as of late, although we can only imagine the confusion they were going through. Not the first time. Let's not forget that something similar happened 5 years ago when Lilum advancement was at its historic high. Fortunately, nothing came of it. Would happen again? Time will tell. Yeah, that's probably why Dorothy has been very, just not as energetic. Is it sexist to have an army of robot women? The ones without artificial intelligence, mind you. The King of the West, Kanye, whatever, Kanye, from the western nation of Kanye-vania, has approximately 6,000 robot soldiers, all of whom look like the hottest girls around, but is this show quirkiness from the wacky dictator problematic? Those dictators from Venezuela or whatever just do what they want. They don't give a shit. Maria Zimmer, 35, told the Augmented Eye during a street interview. I'm not pretty hot though. If I was him, I'd have done the same. Why bother with a real thing when you could just make them from scratch? You can just make them from scratch to match your every need. More as we investigate. I'm pretty sure Kanye-vania went through demilitarization before. Yoru Yori is the best show of the season. If you weren't a fan of Yuri or Slice of Life shows already, then be prepared to join the Moe Church this season with the premiere of Yoru Yori, one of the funniest shows I've seen in recent years. The panels at the popular Danger U forum seem to be divided, however. This is obvious pandering. Remember when anime is about women doing womanly things and beating the shit out of each other? What is this trash? What the fuck are we talking about? You girls are just haters who hate their lives. I'm going to marry Sheena Sue. Wake me up inside. You can catch YY every Friday on RSTV. Wanna watch it? Anime's for nerds. Nope. Alright. I'm actually gonna make another save. Time for the party! Good evening. Oops, I pressed the wrong button. Jill, I told you to come in the nicest clothes you have. You came in your uniform. These are the nicest clothes I have with me. Besides, you and Gil wear the uniforms too. Well, I can't really show up in casual clothing. I'm being monitored. Fuck, I forgot the voice for Dana. Well, I can't really show up in casual clothing. I'm being monitored. There we go. What about the kill you wore that one time? I'm so surprised that one didn't break the dress code somehow. And you, Gil? I don't have that many clothes to begin with. You people depress me. Well, everything's in place back there. Almost here. You know, there was a time when people greeted others before saying stuff like that. Come on, Jill, greet her properly. Welcome to Valhalla. Wait. Man, if that's not a sign you need to ease up on work, I don't know what is. Shut up, it's become a reflex. Wait, Alma also came in with her usual attire. Why aren't you saying anything to her? Ripped sweaters get a free pass. Why? Silly question, never mind. Jamie came earlier too. The dogs went with him to get some ice. Don't we have ice? Trying to take it out of the bartending station is a chore, so it's better to buy some outside. Huh. What were you doing back there, Alma? Setting up the food warmer. The what? I bought it 3 days ago. It's amazing. It looks just like a set of wires, but you can create a frame with them. Put the food inside it, press a button, and watch as it warms the food up just like a microwave. It's an oh my goodness. It's an infomercial bauble, though really useful but tricky to handle at the same time. One wrong move and we'll be out of food for the night. Everything will be scorched in a second. Oh. So you've brought infomercial stuff too. Haven't you? It's at the very least a good idea for gifts. Well, I drink water. Dynamic entry! Finally, somebody came after me. Is it weird that I've already heard that 3 times in the last hour? No. Oh, don't be like that. She's not saying out of malice or anything. She just found it funny. They're taking her side now. Jealous? You wish. You don't need to fight for me. Or not. I'll go check the microwave wires thingy. I'm starting to get hungry. Great idea. Back. Oh. Hello, Jill. Soldier, you're late. Hey, Jay. See? That's how you read people. You shut it. Oh, this is gonna be so fucking hard, man. There's like 8 different characters. Oh, man. I'll go help. I'll go help Sweater Pups. I'll go help Sweater Pups. Fuck, I've already found my voice for Dorothy. Oh, it's over. Let's change the TV. Something wrong? She's not good with dogs. Oh. Alright, we're all here, so we can start. Yo, Anchorage! I know what I said. How's the food doing? It's doing well, but it'll take a bit. Can't you speed it up? I've used those microwave wire things before. It's either warm nicely, but slowly, or burn that bitch. So how long? 15 minutes or so. A bell will ring when the time comes up. We need to kill some time then. Alright, let's play Truth or Dare. What? I'll pass. Games for kids. I'm in. Sure, I'll play. Sounds fun. As long as that man stays away from me. That'll make the time pass faster. Oh, Pat. You'll play. What? Oh, shit. Alright then, rules are simple. If you get picked, you pick either Truth or Dare. After you finish, you get to pick somebody else. You go like that until food's done. What about punishment games? Those are a hassle. Just issue new questions or challenges until the other person complies. That said, Jill. Yes? You start it. Pick someone. Oh, let's see. Let's start with Gillian. Okay, then, Gil, what do you pick? Truth? What's your last name? Dare, I picked Dare! Try to make a sugar rush with your eyes closed. Alright. Here. This is a beer. Well, it works, I think. My turn, right? Well... Hit me! Pick me! You, the dog. Come on! Dare! I dare you! Dude! It just popped into my head like the perfect voice for Rad Shiba. It's fucking Xavier. No, I'm the one that dares you. Bring it on! Fuck, I haven't really done an Xavier Renegade Angel impression, so this will be kind of hard. Sit? Sir, yes, sir! You're not sitting. Sir, yes, sir! Whatever, you did it. Alright, you, the blonde, pet me. Whatever. Your hands are cold. I guess that's right. Your hands are cold. I'll just stick with the surfer guy. I can't do an Xavier impression. Colder than your usual hands, I guess. Alright then, Jill. I'll go with Dare. Aw, I thought we would get to choose I thought when it goes back to Jill, we would get to choose. Give me a shoulder massage. Really? Really? Okay. Oh, you're good at this. My grandpa taught me how years ago. How old were you when your grandpa died? 14 or so, if memory serves right. Then he was... Sorry, I need to use the bathroom. Tequila, what did that massage do exactly? It was a regular massage. I might have accidentally unclasped her bra, though. I felt like something snapped. Well, just imagine the pressure that poor thing must be subject to. You have a pretty triumphant look on your face, though. Wouldn't you? I wonder. If everyone's talking about my bra, let's move on. I wonder how long until the food is done. I guess let's pick Dorothy. Dorothy. Yes, I picked Dare. Okay, I want you to put your leg behind your head. Just that? Alright. So the extra flexible joints were just a bluff. I never bluff. I'm pretty sure I heard something rip, though. Okay then, Dana. I picked Dare. I dare you to stare Honey straight in the eye for 10 seconds. Sure. Please stop. 7 seconds. And done. Okay then, dog. Yes, challenge me. Chase your tail, but only make 3 spins, no more, no less. Alright. Done. That was 4. And now? 2. That was 3. Good job. Alright. Hey, Jay, pick one. There. I dare you to call me a good boy. Good boy. I love Red Shiva. I love him so much. I love him so goddamn much. Yes! I love him so much. I'm getting hungry. Boss. I'll pick Dare. Can you lift him with just your non-mechanical arm? Alright, you can! Please put me down! Well then, hey Gil, truth or dare? Can I really pick? Let's go with dare. Okay then, please cross your arms. Alright. And now turn a bit to the left. I mean my left. Oh. A bit more. Now stand still for a second. Boss, is that a picture? That's it. That it is. Nope, not even the same race. Sorry for the trouble. You were comparing me to a pig? Yep. Can I at least see it? No. Fine. I wonder what the picture was. A bell? Food's ready. Finally. Let's go. You guys go ahead. I'll have a quick smoke outside. Careful. Truth or dare, huh? It was fun, I guess. Hey! I mean, hello. A bit late for a hello, don't you think? Want one? You know I don't smoke. True. Are you leaving already? Yeah, technically we celebrated Mega Christmas yesterday, but I just got the message that Diana is making a ruckus, so I gotta leave. Good luck with that. Speaking of ruckus, how have you been doing? Fine, I guess. All this has helped keep my mind off things for a while. Is it weird to feel the absence of someone you had no contact with whatsoever for the last 3 years? Katyusha? Ask Katyusha, or any of the old literature maidens whose spouse went to the war types. I mean, even if you had no contact with her, maybe she was constantly on your mind. If you tweak the circumstances, it's not that different from one of you going to war. I guess. Well, although the circumstances make me not want to go, I've gotta go. Careful out there. Oh yeah, you should take the chance to spend this time with everyone inside, don't you think? Yeah, she's right. Hey, Jill's back! What the fuck? I'm scared. This feels kind of ominous. Okay. Somebody blew up the moon. How tragic. And those red lights, I guess, like space stations? chapter 3. Dulce? Dolce? I think it's Dolce. So there is a third chapter. Dolce. And this one means sweet. Ain't that sweet? What to do on the 30th, please make sure your account has a necessary 10,000 or you'll be evicted. God damn. She wants to see if the Alex doll's beard actually grows. Buying her from getting distracted. You've been using that hoodie a lot lately. Shut up. I'll make another save. Okay, no, we already did that one. Alright, Model Warrior returns to TV. Anyone watching it? I don't even have a TV. So useless. Julianne is old and busted. I heard you talking shit about my wife, you like I wouldn't find out. Is it going to be censored? I don't think so. The show was rather tame as far as I know. Oh, I'm gonna marry Julianne. Oh man, I remember watching the show back when I was like 10. I think I discovered porn thanks to it. You will never discover Rule 34 for the first time again. I keep trying. Never seen this show before. Is it any good or is it just meme? Just a meme. It's a meme show. There's nothing outstanding. What about sequels? Are those going to be broadcast as well? The sequels are shit. Is your lip trembling? No. Just like trying not to cry. Glitch City Olympics return next year. For the 10th consecutive year, the Glitch City Olympics returns to the emblematic Super Silver Thunderdome, this time with a representative from the elusive country of Kanye-vania. Prime Minister Quincy, who was in charge of the committee, told the Augmented Eye that it wasn't easy getting in touch with Kanye, and that we had to abide by some of his religious rules in order to see some of their best competitors come to the country. Kanye-vania's main religion, Kanyeism, prohibits the existence of nanomachines inside the body, and as such, competitors from said country had to perform specific treatments in order to repel the swarm. It's a temporary solution, but it will do the trick. I guess tacky bodysuits weren't practical for sports. You want to believe what happens in this cartoon? Cartoons are not for children. They're still largely colorful, but the themes they touch have become rather dark. In fact, every cartoon on air today has dark themes. It comes to a point where innocent animated characters are no longer a thing. I suppose children are young adults from birth now? But enter Touch Fluffy Tale, a new show that aims to challenge the current trend. No deep lore, no obscure dot references, no stupid deep plots, just fun with numbers and fluffy tales, said a TFT producer who asked to remain anonymous to avoid internet backlash. I don't want death threats for making a cartoon for actual kids. Stop. I rescued you. I want to touch your tail if I want to. Street race at Motor City leaves 2 dead. Motor City District. The Motor City District is notorious for the number of illegal street races it sees each week, and in the dozens of injured drivers it leaves every year. This time, it has been reported that 2 people died during a race hosted at the Gate Highway, otherwise known as the Death Lane. The transit police is currently investigating the deaths as well as the underground world of illegal street racing. We have several suspects in regards to who is running this underworld, but nothing concrete as of yet. Chief of Transit Police Department Jay Esposito told the Augmented Eye, the death of these 2 youngsters will be the last, however, as a promise. I heard this defamation campaign against the district though. All right. Anna. You know, I never clicked on this. Okay, so that's just like when we play the prologue. What is this? Anna demo? Man, it's such a slow night. At least I'm not serving dogs. Normally this would be the, where a dog shows up like a cheap punchline. I guess not. Speaking of dogs, I wonder where the hell's Gil? Bored? Wah! Sorry, did I wake you up? I wasn't sleeping, my eyes were open. You went to college, right? You know having your eyes open means nothing. Don't worry, I don't blame you. It's been a really long time since we had such a slow night. In fact, I think it's the last time we had a night... I think the last time we had a night this slow was before you started working here. Really? Yeah, it happened when Robert was still working here. Who? My first employee. The poor idiot bought a levitation potion and threw himself off a building. Oh. As it turned out, the potion actually worked. Come again? He started rising in the air and couldn't stop. They later found his body smeared across the nose of a commercial flight that was on its way to Kanye-Vania. Oh, the spelling is different. Should you really dismiss that so easily? We didn't have a single client that night. Not even a lost soul asking for directions, but then suddenly a kid showed up. He was so obviously underage, but I was bored, so I decided to let him order something. I gave him one Carmatrine free drink, and I mean, even if I was letting him order, I wasn't about to give alcohol to an underage boy. And then, when the time came for him to pay his tab, he realized he didn't have enough money. He then yanked a shirt over his head, started screaming he's a ghost, and tried to escape. So I kicked him hard. I kicked him so hard that he flew out of the bar and told him ghosts shouldn't feel pain. Boss, did you really kick an underage kid? Of course not. I just gave him a warning and made him wash a couple dishes. The fact that you even thought for a moment that I would kick a young innocent child hurts me to no end, you know? Anyway, just keep it up. Someone will show up sooner or later. I hope so. Hold on. Come to think of it, aren't Gil's checks made out to Robert? No! Well, at least the story killed a couple of minutes. I think, I don't know, it's with the glasses here or something. Huh? You have a fedora-shaped glass? Anybody there? Sorry, I'll be right there. Ouch! Are you okay? I'm fine, yeah. Welcome to Valhalla, what can I get you, something wrong? Are you sure you're old enough to drink? Well, seeing how I'm old enough to eat solid food, I'm gonna guess that drinking won't be a problem. You know that's not what I meant. Yeah, I'm old enough to drink. I turned 21 not too long ago, actually. Oh. There were some words there. I couldn't read what they said. I'm gonna check back the footage on that. So you don't believe me? What do you need me to give you? I must be sleep deprived or something. What's this deja vu feeling, though? It's fine, don't worry. What can I get you? I feel like having a sugar rush. Sure, coming right up. I wonder if I'm supposed to do... I wonder what this is, because it seems like a side thing. I don't trust her with alcohol. Thanks. Hold on, this doesn't have any alcohol, does it? Nope. You really think I'm underage, don't you? Yep. I'll have you know I'm old enough to get pregnant. That doesn't mean shit, dog. That's sadly not relevant here. On second thought, this is actually good. I mean, don't underestimate me. Do you really think I look that young? I do, but not young enough to be considered underage. Then why won't you give me alcohol? Because I wanted to mess with you. Mess with a client? Do you usually do that? Only if it looks like they might take it in their stride. Still, why are you so angry at the idea that I might think you look young? I mean, the only people who don't like being mistaken for someone younger are young people. But to be fair, you still look older than 95% of our regulars. That would mean you serve drinks to people who look like they're 13 years old or something. Yes. Uh-huh. Alright, let's get this out of the way. Please show me your ID. Sure. Anna Graham. Date of birth 6/12/25X. Some identification number. Seems everything's normal. Miss Anna Graham? Anna Graham, where have I heard that name before? Go ahead, just try to make a joke I haven't heard yet. I'll politely refuse. No, I'm serious, go ahead. People think it's too easy, so they never make jokes about my name. I'm still going to politely refuse. You're no fun. So, what's your name, Miss Bartender? My name? You saw my name, I have the right to know yours. Fair enough, I'm Jill. Jill what? Just Jill. Yeah, but what's your full name? Just call me Jill. Fine, I'll just pretend Jill is a way of saying your name is actually Johann Ignacia or Laurent Lone. Actually, I'll shorten it to Joe. Whatever floats your boat. Say, Joe, this place looks awfully desolate. Joe, she says. It's been a slow day. A really, really slow day. I'm actually glad you showed up. I was growing bored as hell. I mean, it's not like we're always bustling with activity, but this is unusual even for here. So I take it this isn't a popular place then? We have our regulars, but we're not like the bars in the main street. Still, I like this place. It's comfy and I don't know, it makes me feel safe. Weird, I mean, I feel that way too, but this place usually gives off the opposite impression. Can't blame them though, this isn't exactly the best part of the city. That's a shame. I really like how isolated this place feels. You can hear the sounds of the city in here. It's nice. But then again, you could say I have some experience with isolated places, so it might just be nostalgia. Nostalgia, huh? Speaking of coming in here, now that I think about it, you didn't ask me for my ID when I first came in. Why didn't you do that if you were so suspicious? Well, firstly, I was bored. Figures. And second, I felt like you were of legal age. How? You've had a lot of kids come in thinking they could get away with ordering a drink, but they're too nervous or jumpy. I don't usually give drinks to kids like that. They don't know what they're dealing with. What if they're not like that, but still underage? If they at least look like they're above legal age, I would be able to live with myself, I guess. I won't give them anything if I know they're still kids, but hey, I'm bound to be fooled sometime. So I'm guessing I wasn't jumpy? Yep. I see. Hey Joe, now that you know I can drink legally, can I get another one? What do you want? Give me something sweet. Sweet, sure. This is strange. This is just like on the sidebar, so I'm curious, like, you know, when this takes place. One sweet drink. Thanks. You know, if all the drinks were like this, I'd be afraid of turning into an alcoholic. Please don't joke about that. How can you say that? You're a bartender. A bartender doesn't want her clients to become alcoholics. Just like how personal trainers don't want their trainees to turn into steroid junkies. Oh yeah, I guess you're right. Still, this one's really nice. Hey Joe, do you drink? I suppose, yeah. It'd be weird for a bartender not to drink, you know? I don't know. I've met dentists with bad teeth. Bartenders who don't drink would make sense. That's silly. Be like a vegan chef running a BBQ restaurant. You think so? Yeah, I mean, it's not a matter of whether you can eat or drink whatever it is that you're making. It's more like, why do you do it if you don't like it? Yeah, I guess that's true. A dentist might have bad teeth, but he can still like working in dentistry, but why bother bartending if you don't like alcohol? See? Something wrong? I just noticed you haven't said my name yet. I haven't? What? Aside from when you read my ID aloud, you haven't said my name. Meanwhile, I've called yours like a gazillion times now. The wrong name, though. Oh, I haven't had the need to say your name. Come on, humor me, say my name. Why? Say my name! Say my name! Say my name! Anna? One more time. Anna? Yes, no, one more time. Nana? It happened again. Maybe I need glasses? And there's that feeling again. Did I see someone glitch out in the past? Oh, come on. Why do you want me to say your name? I like hearing people call me by name. It feels personal and fuzzy. Yeah, but asking people to say your name like that is a bit quirky. Creepy. I don't know about that. There was a certain someone who would wake me up in the morning saying my name. Your name is important. Once you know someone's name, the gap between that person and you disappears. Once you give names to things, you start seeing them as important members of the family. So what if it's creepy? It's still nice. Stop calling me Joe and use my name then. Say, Anna, can I ask you something? You can call me by name, so sure. How about your arm? What about it? Oh yeah, I'm lacking one. Did saying the word creepy remind you of its absence? Actually, I've been wanting to ask about it since you came in. At least be uncomfortable for a second. I'm trying to get a rise out of you. Sheesh. So what is it? How did I lose it? If it's not too personal. It isn't. I'm actually proud of the tale. Why? You're looking at a proud survivor of nanomachine rejection. Really? I thought that was something doctors detected while a fetus is still in the womb. Yes and no. There's actually two types of nanomachine rejection syndrome. The first one is the most common. They usually detect it while you're still a fetus. That's when they turn you into a cat boomer. The other one can sometimes appear in your teenage years. It's incredibly rare, but it's still possible. So that arm... Nanomachine rejection basically causes your body to attack itself. You should start ripping apart, your organs malfunction. I was lucky in the end, all I lost was an arm and a handful of toes. Get it? A handful because I lost 5? Anyway. I have a prosthetic arm, but it's in maintenance right now. Ah, I see. It's a bit weird to be without it. I still feel like it's there. Just a couple of hours ago, I tried to grab something and I just stood there thinking that arm was doing something. But anyways, mind getting me another drink? We can keep talking about my stump after that. Right. What do you want? Let's try something classy. And it's weird being in a bar and not asking for a fancy drink. Alright. Something classy, something fancy. A Brandini's pretty fancy. I think strange doesn't really even begin to describe what's happening. Here. This looks expensive, alright. I'm starting to have second thoughts right now. Just drink it. Hehe, I'm starting to feel dizzy. That's nice. Is it? Of course, I spent so much time in hospitals and whatnot, but now I'm just living my life, you know? I want to feel the good and the bad. No more being forced to sit quietly in a quarantine room. Yeah, I can get that. Wait, quarantine? Type 2 nanomachine rejection patients are put in special chambers free from the nanomachine particles in the air. That prevents them from being assimilated and aggravating their whole situation. To be fair, not all my memories of that chamber are bad. I mean, I did spend 3-4 years in one of those places. Really, that long? Oh, I didn't go for the genetic level treatment, so it was longer and a lot less expensive. I'm not going to complain though. I'm alive thanks to all that. And I left with so many fond memories too. So that's what you meant with the whole feeling nostalgic and isolated places thing. Yep. Are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine. Just dizzy. Hey Joe, if I order 2 drinks, would you be willing to share one with me? Come again? To be honest, talking about the treatment and all that made me feel a bit lonely. Sorry if it's not something you can do, but I had to ask. It's not something I normally do, but what the hell, sure. But really? Yay! Alright then, I want a piano man and a piano woman. On it. Two drinks. Which one do you want? Do you prefer the man or the woman? I'm fine with either, really. Okay, I'll pick the woman then. Cheers. I saw the word happier. I think it said I think I saw I'm still and it said a happier mess, I think? Okay, alright, this is getting weird. I said cheers. Oh, cheers. Yeah. Are you okay? Hey Joe, why do you think bad things happen? That's a sudden question? How so? If there's a god, why do you think bad things happen? Are you in a contemplative mood or something? Kinda. I remember a conversation in college where classmates said we give God too much flack. How so? Well, let's imagine a place where virtually nothing bad happens. If an experience doesn't one-up the last good thing you enjoyed, you'll feel like it was a bad one. Even if you lived in a place where every good thing was one-upped by an even better good, past events would seem bad. Well, let's say you have a chocolate. I like chocolate. Everyone does. My mom doesn't. Then she's a rare case. She also doesn't like pizza. Is she even human? Sorry, I mean... Yeah, or was I... Chocolate? Right, okay. If you only got good chocolate, a slightly less good chocolate would taste awful. Yeah, I can see that. And if you only got chocolate that tasted better each time, then the chocolates you ate in the past would worsen in memory. Oh, yeah, now I get it. So yeah, sometimes bad is just a matter of contrast. That still doesn't justify why bad things like death happen. I don't know, maybe we're just too concerned with the smaller plans to look at the bigger picture. Maybe that death will trigger something else in the future. If there's reincarnation, maybe that person's needed somewhere else. Maybe the world works in an eternally different way and we're limited by human reasoning. I don't know, I'm just a bartender. If there's something to ask about the metaphysical nature of death, it's not me. Sigh. Sometimes I think God is just a dick, giving me a disease and allowing me to survive it, but depriving me of my special someone. Do you need context for all that? The special someone, I mean? I'll connect the dots eventually. Keep talking. You're obviously venting some stuff here. Oh, alright then. It's like God's, I don't know, it's like he's some edgy writer who likes having his characters suffer. I take solace in that reasoning because then I start expecting bad things. What if you're looking at it from the wrong angle? How so? Main characters usually have this tragic backstory that we never really see in the beginning. Something that helps them move on, that gives them motivation to power through the plot. Maybe you're not living the girth of your story yet. Maybe this is your backstory getting set. Who knows what the future holds for you? That'd be nice. It'd at least be better than my old outlook. Yeah, I like it a lot. I'm going to start thinking that way now. Today, my origin story ends and my actual narrative begins. That's a spirit. Thanks, Joe. I feel a bit better. I'll be here if you need any. Glad to know that. I have to leave. Bye, Joe. Please come again. I will. Well, that was an entertaining diversion. Ah, boss, what happened? I came to ask you that. Huh? You just spent an hour talking to yourself. No, I didn't. There was a girl called Anna here. There was nobody here. I was actually coming to tell you we're gonna close for tonight, and there you were chatting with the thin air. A spirited talk, too. That can't be. She paid for her drinks. The registry says money came for your account. All the drinks I served her. You mean the liquid that somebody is definitely not going to be me has to clean off the floor? But Jill, you're worrying me. Are you okay? The last thing I need is another employee who talks to herself. Yeah, I'm fine. Are you sure there wasn't anyone else here? I even checked the security cameras. You were here by yourself this whole time. Maybe you're tired. You probably were just sleep talking really intensely or something. Yeah, maybe. Come on, I'll drive you home. Maybe you just need a rest. Yeah. What the hell just happened? I guess it was like a dream sequence? Okay, interesting. Yeah, I'll review the footage and see what those little like words were saying when Anna was glitching out. Yeah, cool. I like that this game has some like cool supernatural element, right? It's not just like a cool cyberpunk, you know, visual novel bartender. Which, I mean, okay, if it was just this, then that'd be fine. But I like that there's like a cool little like supernatural thing kind of happening behind the scenes with Jill and, you know, this like ghost girl Anna that keeps haunting her. For some reason, we don't know why. But I guess we'll find out soon enough, right? Anyways, that'll be it for me. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good day.